Let's arrive on the mat. Sit tall, eyes closed, knees heavy. Focus on your third eye. Breathe very quietly. Invoke your personal mantra in your mind to disconnect from past and from the future. Very, very calm, gentle, quiet breath. Each breath, releasing any lock on your knees to make it very heavy and sink towards the mat. Take your focus to your hips, belt onto the mat. Then both bend, shoulders down. Close your eyes. Start deepening your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. On the chest, chin down. Set your intentions for today's practice, dedicating to someone. Three mantras gratifying our gurus. Om Ajnanatimrandasya Jnananjanam Shalakaya Chakshur Om Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurudev Namaha. Om Sahna Bhavatu Sahno Bhavantu Sahaviryam Karvavahe Tejasvinavaditavastamam Vigvesha Bhavahe. Om Te Chaitanya Chandaya Namo Namaste. Chin down, come to your third eye. Clasp your hand in front of your chest. Stretch your arms to the front. Roll your palms to the front and then take it up to the ceiling. Elongate your spine. Blow in the ears next to your arms. Somebody's pulling the arm to the ceiling, elongating your spine, pushing the knees down. In. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Twist your body towards your right, arms still up to the ceiling, palm facing the ceiling. Front, other direction. Back to the front. Again, take the palms to the front of your chest. Hold it forward, put it close to the chest and take it to the knees. Twist it towards your right, left hand on the right knee, and then twist. Elongating your spine, pushing the knee down, pulling it from the left palm. Gentle twist towards your right, gaze to the back of the room. Push the right shoulders back and left shoulders to the right. Lean forward a bit so that you are not dumping all the weight on your palm. Center of the other direction, left hand on the right knee. Pushing the right knee down, pulling it from your right arm. leaning forward and twisting the body towards the left, into the back of the room. Consciously push your right shoulders to the left and left shoulders to the back of the room. Back to center. Clasp your hand behind your back. Raise the arms up to the ceiling and bow down in the front of the mat. Elongating your spine, leading from your chin to the front. Very, very gentle stretch of your lower back, mid back, upper back. Come back to center. All four, come to all four. All four. Tuck your toes, sway right to left, left to right. Cat and cow. Very gently get into your first cow. Lift your hips up, head up, shoulders down, away from your ears and drop your chest. Cat. Take your chin to the chest, surround your spine. Slowly, slow movement, come back into cow. Cat. Breathe in from cow. Down from cat. Again cow. Lift your hips very high, neck high, head up. Dropping the chest down. Cat. Right leg up to the ceiling, push it to the imaginary wall. Keep pushing, heels pushing to the wall, toes are towards your face. Bend your knee, bring it close to your elbow. Take it back to the elbow. Back. Elbow. Back. Put it down. Tuck your toes, this time push your left leg to the imaginary wall. Push. Left elbow. Back. Elbow. Back. Down to elbow. Back. Down. Let the needle, energizing our upper body. Right head go up. Let the needle take your right arm underneath your shoulders and go towards left. Face on the ground, hips lifted. Raise the left hand up, tap it behind. Gaze towards the ceiling. The weight on the shoulders and the knees, opening the chest to the side. Come back, left arm on the ground, right hand go up, right palm on the mat. Left hand go up, Left arm, thread the needle underneath your chest and go to the right side. This time your left side is on the ground. Your hips are still very lifted. Raise your right hand up. Wrap it behind your back. Trying to wriggle the fingers close to your inner thighs. Open chest, gaze towards the ceiling. The weight on your shoulders. Come back. Right palm on the mat. Left on the mat. Stretch your right feet back. Right foot back. Bend your knee and your feet facing the ceiling. Lift your leg up higher than your hips. Stretch your left hand to the front. Holding the body from your core. Swing your arms by the side and try to hold the ankle, like toes. Lift it higher. Gaze to the front of the mat. Keep it pulling, keep pulling. Drop it. This time push your left feet behind. Bend the knee. Feet is facing the ceiling, lifting the knee higher. Stretch your right hands, front, gaze to the front of the mat. Swing your arms and hold left toe, pull it up to the ceiling. Keep pulling, opening the chest, the hips. Drop it. Control, gradually transition into first downward facing dog. Palms very firmly flat on the ground. Lift up. The hips is leading, your knees are still bent. Like a ripple. Heels are lifted, knees are bent. Take your chest to the thighs. In. Lifting our hips higher and higher, chest coming closer and closer to the mat. Spine is straight. Then drop your right heel down. Left knee is bent. Take the weight on the palms and on your right heel. Other way. Left heel on the mat. The hips higher and pushing the mat from the palms. Walk your dog. Shoulders away from your ears. Keep walking the dog. Come to standstill, pushing the mat from your heels and from your palm. Shoulders away from your ears, spreading the shoulders wide. Micro bend on the knees, lifting our hips up to the ceiling. Energizing our core and creating a sound balance between the feet and on your hands. Bring your left hand to the middle of the mat and hold the right ankle from your right hand. Creating the structural balance. Hold your right ankle to the right hand. The left palm is on the ground, two heels on the ground. You can have a micro bend to your knees to lift your hips up. Right and come back to the front. Time to put the left hand to hold the left ankle. Enjoy the sensation, the body, pushing the mat from your right palm, pulling the left ankle. Both the hands to the front. And raise your left leg up to the ceiling. When you lift the left leg up, you have to push your weight back onto your heel, the right heel. Consciously release your right hand from any weight, so your weight is fully shifted on your left palm and your right feet. Take your right hand gate open, really good point. Consciously lift your leg up and then hold right ankle from the right hand. Focusing on one point, balancing it right. Then leg down, palms down. With this balancing, we're shifting our weight to different parts of the body. Again, right leg up. The trick is to keep pushing the leg higher and make it very active. As soon as you make it inactive, you lose the balance. Keep weight on your two right hand, left feet, and your lifted leg is very active. Focus, release your left hand from any weight, then hold the left ankle. Lift your focus on your lifted leg. The more active it is, the more balance you will get. Up, lift up, and drop your hands down, palms down, high plank, up to high plank, drop the knees down, gently take an Ashtanga, slide forward, Cobra, just your Cobra, shoulders away, side the chest, push your hips down, gaze to the front, tuck your toes, down facing dog. Down facing dog, adjust your feet. With control, we will walk to the front of the room. Before that, let's do our hip rotation, energizing our hips, legs. Push the mat firmly from the palms and from your heels. Raise your right leg up to the ceiling, higher and higher. Bend your knees and take your heels on top of your left hip. Knees open up. Weight on both the palms, spread open the palm. Rotation, take your knee coming down, very, very gentle. Knee go towards the right. Knee lift up the ceiling. Just do a very subtle movement. As slow as you can. No need to rush. Mindfully. Then feet down. Lift your left leg up. Bend your knee. Left heel is on top of your right hip. Knees are up to the ceiling. Take the knee down to the mat. Then go towards the left side. Up to the ceiling. Down to the mat. Sideways. Ceiling. Leaning from the knee. Come to the front. Down. Left. Ceiling. Down. Walk your dog and then slowly walk to the front of the room. Walk your feet very, very gently. Lift yourself vertebrae by vertebrae. And stand tall on the feet in front. Just enjoy the sensation. Close your eyes, tie your palms to the front. Lift your toes up and down, heels up and down. And see, can you just stay in this position, completely stand still without moving, without fidgeting. Spreading your palms, your toes, shoulders down. Eyes closed, gauging the tip of the nose. Deep breathe in, breathe out, Ujjayi breathing. Hands on the chest, arms touching. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathing, take hands up. Breathe out, forward fold. And then you can bend your knees to support your lower back. Otherwise, straighten the knee. Flat palm to the mat, bending the knee. Take your right feet back. Left foot back. Downward facing dog. Transition into high plank. Working on the core and muscles around our lower back. High plank. Come to Chaturanga, very, very slow, gentle. Take your body down, forward on your knees. Come to down, upward facing dog. You can drop the knees down to support your lower back, otherwise knees are lifted. Come to down facing dog. Adjust your feet, take 5 breaths. Keep pushing the mat from your palms and take your weight to the heels. Micro bending the knee, lifting your hips up. There is nothing on your lower back, everything is happening on the core and your shoulders. And 5. Gaze to the front, take your right feet to the front, left feet to the front, halfway, flat back, arms on your shin, gaze to the front, halfway, table forward fold, when you can take the forward fold, and go from the side, lift up, gaze to the ceiling, and come to the chest. Breathe in, down. Hands go up to the start from the side. Feeling, engage front. Somebody's pulling the arm so high. Swan dive forward fold. From our hips. Bend your knees, take flatten the palm next to your toes. Straighten the knees. Left leg go back, high leg back. Down facing dog. Trying to bend on the knee to lift our hips up higher. High plank. Pushing an imaginary ball from our heels. Palms are spread wide and kind of very firmly stuck to the mat. The hips are lifted in the same line in your shoulders. Holding the body from your core. Control, come to Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. You can get the knee down if you want to go release on your, otherwise lift the knees up. Shine your chest between your shoulders, gaze to the front, downward facing dog. By breath, very mindful, active downward facing dog here. Push the mat from your palms and from your heels, micro bending the knees to lift your hips up, head coming very close to the mat, and energizing your Ujjayi breathing. Look forward, take your right feet, left feet to the front, right feet to the front, bending the knees, pushing the hips very low, palms next to your toes, chest on the thighs, straighten your spine, straighten your knees, tabletop, your hands up to the ceiling, and then chest to the chest. In, down. Now we will add Parshva Konasana. Take your hands, go up. Mindful, somebody's pulling the arms to the ceiling, arms stuck to my ears, holding the body from your core, knees are tucked, lifted, and there's a tuck on my pelvis. Forward fold, swan dive from the front. Bend your knees to support your lower back. Flat palms next to your toes. After flattening the palm, lift, straighten your knees as much as you can. Halfway, flat back, stretch your spine. 90 degrees to your legs. Plant your palms, take your right foot back, left foot back, high plank. Forward, come down facing dog. Shift your weight, take your left palm in the middle of the mat and turn your body towards the right to come to Parshva Konasana. Come to Parshva Konasana. Try to lift your hips high and stack your feet on top of each other. Raise your hands straight. Then lift your left leg up. Try to lift your leg up slowly. Yep. Down. Palms coming to the mat. This time put your right palm in the middle of the mat. Turn yourself towards the left side. Parshva Konasana on the left. Left leg is on top of the right. Hands go up. Lift your hips up higher. Lift your left leg up. Come down. Flat palms. Again. Come to plank. Come to Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. By breath. Trying to push the weight on your heels and lift your hips very high and take your head close to the mat. Spread your shoulders so that they're away from your ears. Very active downward facing dog. Gaze to the front of the room. Take the right feet to the palms. Left feet in between the palms. Straighten your knee. half tabletop, hands raise up, chest. Last one, take your hands go up, gaze to the ceiling, make it very active. Somebody's pulling the arms up to the ceiling, holding the body from your core. Kneecaps are lifted, pelvis are tucked. Swan dive forward fold, open the chest, arm open as if you're diving. Bend your knees if you need to, flatten your palms next to your toes, and straighten the knee. Can you take your nose close to your knees? Straighten the knee and the head in between the knees. Halfway, make it very, very active, halfway table. Flat palms, left foot go back, right foot go back. Come to downward facing dog. Partial Konasana, bring your right hand in the middle of the mat. Turn your body towards the left, and then raise your left and go up. Lift your hips, gaze to the ceiling. Breathing. Come to your feet, stacked on top of each other. Raise your left leg up. Use your body, your core, your breath. Come back to the ground. Turn yourself. Now, other side. Take your left hand in the middle of the mat. Turn yourself to the right. Raise your right hand up. Stack your feet on top of each other. Lifting your hips higher. Breathe normally. Can you lift your right leg up? Feet down. Turn yourself. And Chaturanga. Plank and Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. The downward facing dog. Five breath. Look to the front. Take your left feet to the front of the mat. Right feet to the front of the mat. Bend your knees. Straighten your knees. And then take your hands go up. Ceiling to the chest. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take back your rhythm. Normalize your breath. Last one. Hands on the waist. Take your right feet back, 4 feet behind, and then turn yourself. Take your right toe facing back of the room, right toe back of the room, and left toe 45 degrees. Turn your body sideways. The chest is facing the sideways, gaze is toward the back of the room. Stretch your arms and take to Trikonasana on the back of the room. So gaze on the right hand, tip of the fingers. Stretch your arms back and drop your right hand down. Left hand go up. Now consciously shine your chest to the side and open the hips to the side. Trying to hold the toes, mindful that you're not dumping any weight on your palms. See, the whole body is now held by your core. Little bit left. Release the lock. Just let your right hand hang. Lift up, hand on the waist, and take both right feet to the front of the room. And just see the difference that you find on the right side versus left. This time take your left feet 4 feet behind. Right feet is 45, left feet is the back of the room. Turn your body sideways, the chest is sideways. Opening the hips. Raise your hand. This time the left hand is leading to the back of the room, right hand to the front, your gaze is back. Stretch your hand, drop your hand down. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Ensure that you are opening the chest to the side, gaze to the ceiling. Hips are stacked on top of each other rather than the right hip is leading towards the left. Trying to hold the toes if you can. Knees are straight. Now lift your upper body up a bit. Gaze to the ceiling. Open the chest wide. Stack the pelvis on top of each other. Down. Rise up. Hand on the waist. Take your left feet to meet the front of the room. The right feet. How does it feel? Must be feeling amazing. Now we take a twisted triangle pose from the back. Take our right feet back, your half feet. Turn yourself completely to the back of the room this time. Adjust your balance so that when we twist, you have a solid balance. Shine your chest to the back. Push your right hip back and left hip forward. Raise your left hand up. Feet very firmly on the ground. And when we bend forward, keep pushing the right hip back and left hip forward so that your hip is moving. Now lean forward, and we've done it hundreds of times. Take your left palm outside the right feet. Twist your body completely towards your right side. The left palm is outside the right feet. Chest, opening the chest. Push the weight both on the back and the front feet. There's a tendency that you dump everything on the front. When you push the weight on the back feet, find a better stability. Then open the chest towards the right side. Raise your right hand up. Look down, lift up, back. Take your right feet to the front of the room. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Get your alignment right. How does it feel? In, out. This time, take your left feet to the back of the room, 3.5 feet. Turn your body completely to the back of the room. Left toe is facing, leading to the back. Right toe is 45 degrees. And then with control, push your right hip forward, left hip back to get a very, very firm, straight face of the back. Chest is towards the back of the room. Your hip is on the same line. If you push your right hip back and left, it becomes very easy. You want the hip to be the same line. Raise your right hand up. Open the chest. Lean forward. When you're leaning forward, all of a sudden you're twisting your hips. Lean forward, and then drop your palms outside. Left feet or on top of left feet or inside, wherever it works, depending upon your state of your lower back. Raise your hands up. Try to do your knees straight. If it is not straight, take your hand inside rather than outside. Both the knees are very firm and straight, like a perfect pyramid. Twist your chest towards the side. Push your right hip forward and left hip back. Right hip forward, left hip back. Open the chest to the side. Look down. Raise your hands slightly up. And the left feet come to the front of the room. And just see how does it feel. Let's do Garudasana today. A new pose which I've been waiting for some time. So since we are all focusing on our spine, and so first one, bend your knee as much as you can. Focus at one point, hand on the waist, and take your right feet, wrap it behind. Keep bending the knees. So it's all about taking the focus. Right knee on top of the left knee. You can put your toes down to get a balance. Place your hand sideways. Right knee on the top, so therefore left hand on the top of the right. Wrap it around. Keep sinking your hips down. Raise your elbow up. Raise your elbow up. Taking your hips down. Keep taking your hips down. Keep lifting your hips and elbow up. And release. Hands, release your feet. See how does it feel. Eventually we will have the wrap. If these are early transition phase, just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. The more we bend our knee, the better we have the wrap. This time, bend again your knees. Bend your knee as much as you can. Put weight on your right knee, right feet. Lift your right leg. Left knee on the top of the right. Keep bending the knees. If it is too much, you can take your toes down to get just a little grounding. Right hands open. Right hand on the top of the left. Eagle wrap. Bend your hips, take your hips down. Raise your elbow up. Elbow up. Hips down. Release things. See how does it feel. Breathe in, out, wiggle, wiggle. Eventually we'll get our knees go and then toes holding, wrapping around the knees. Okay, take your hands up. Forward fold slowly and gently. Halfway. Plank and chaturanga. Plank and chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Push the mat from your palms and from your heels, micro bending the knee, lifting your hips up. Take your right feet in between the palm, left bend, left knee down. Untuck your toes within the knee. Untuck your toes. Same thing which we do many times, just to strengthen our knee. First you lean forward and then straighten your right knee. Palms are flat. Flat palms by the right toe. Sinking your hips down. Flat palms. Keep the knees, make it straight and just sink your nose to the right knee. Nothing happen on your chest, on your spine. Everything is happening on your thighs, inner thigh, knees, shin, hips. All these muscles are to strengthen. Squeeze every possible air in your chest and in your abdomen. When you flatten, take surrender more. Straighten the knee and keep surrendering. As soon as you release any lock, you find that you can go deeper into these poses. Release any lock on the shoulders, palms are very soft. Nose go to the knee, knees are straight, pushing the hips back. Now without any change, just simply lift your toes up. Take your hips back further. Knees are very straight. Drop the knees down. Move forward. Then come back and lift your feet. Right, then tuck your toes. And then come to downward facing dog. Everything what we are doing today are mix of the sequences been done in the past, just to work around our spine. This time take your left feet in between the palm, dropping the right down, flat palms next to your feet, and then take straighten your left knee without any change on the palms. Palms are very flat next to your toes. Stretching our thighs, feet are flat. As soon as you release the lock on your thighs, you find the sensation running from your shin to your knees, to your thighs, to your sit bones. Flat, release anything. Make it very, very easy and loose. Take all the focus on your left hip. Lift your toes up to the ceiling. Take the toes up to the ceiling, very, very active leg. Drop your knees down. Palms flat. Downward facing dog. Plank. And with control count of 10, we lie down on our chest, but slowly and steadily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Land yourself on the chest. Land yourself on the chest. And Makarasana, make a pillow of your palms. Take your head to the left. Drop the shoulders down, stretch the toes. Take your face to the right. And then Normalize your breath. Okay, all this for strengthening the lower back. So let's pick Savasana, lotus pose. Take your hand next to your hips, palms facing the ceiling, toes stretched, shoulders away from the ear. We're going to lift our hand, our leg, and our head up. Slightly stretch the lower bow position. Do a few times. Chin on the mat. Stretching your feet. Toes extended. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now breathe in and lift. Hold the body from your core. Breathe in and lift your head, your feet, and your hands. Your feet are away. Head is lifted. Squeeze your bum. Lift your thighs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop it. Take the shoulders. Face towards the right. Towards the left. The trick here is squeeze the bum so much that helps you to lift your thighs and your chest. Again, chin on the chest. Hand by your hips. Palms facing ceiling. Stretch your feet higher. Tighten your thighs. Tighten your bum. Tighten your chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now breathe in and lift. Lift your chest, your thighs, your hands. Squeeze your bum. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Lift your leg up higher. Head higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Drop it. Head to the other side. You can wriggle your hips left and right to release anything. Last one. Put head on chin on chest, down back. Shoulders spread wide, arms by the side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Start tightening your hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and lift. Breathe in and lift. Arms higher, leg higher, thighs higher. Just lift. 1, 2. Squeeze your bum. Stretch your feet. 3, 4, and 5. Drop it. 1, 2, and 3. Bend your right knee, hold the right knee, and bring the knees close to you. Keep pulling. Keep pushing the heels. Release. Bend your left knee, hold the left toe, and then pull it. Bring it closer and closer to your hips. Keep pushing. Up and down. Now stretch both the palms, hands, aeroplane. Turn your arms so that palms facing the ceiling. Palms facing the ceiling, thumbs are facing the back, pinky fingers in front. And then take your left hand, lift up, and from the height, try to connect your right hand. Now your face is facing towards the left side. So with this clasp, push your hips 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Bend your knees. Bend your knees to face the ceiling. And then with control, try to take your hips down. Try to both the knees to turn towards your right side. Head is still on the mat. So this is the shoulder opener with little support from your spine and the lower back. As soon as both the sit bone lands on the mat, you see it becomes much easy for the knees to turn towards your right side. Shoulders up. Be very, very mindful of this twist. It's not supposed to hurt at all, other than helping the shoulders to open. Knees, still feet. The left hand lands back from the ceiling, go back to its position on the side. Turn the body completely on the chest. And feel how does it feel on your right shoulder. Then turn your face towards the right side. Palms facing the ceiling. Turn yourself upside in. Pinky fingers facing the front of the room. Thumb is at the back. Now raise your right hand up to the ceiling. Turn your body. Right hand, this palm is landing on the top of the left palm. Now with this, 3 times you push your body into the mat. So 1, 2, and 3. And once you do 3 times, bend your knee to face the ceiling. And then push your hips a little bit further in to have both the hips landing on the mat. With control, see can you take both the knees towards the left side. Face is maybe lifted by this time, but trying to take it to the mat. Doesn't matter if it's slightly lifted. Then push your arms up towards the head and the knees slightly bending towards the left side. Eventually, both the knees should completely land to the ground. That gives your lower back the full grounding. If that doesn't happen, it's perfectly fine. Shoulders are deeply stretched. Your back is now on the mat. There's nothing happening on the back. It's still holding firm. It's just to help the muscles around your lower back to strengthen. The more you lose your lock and make your knees heavy, you find it gets much easier for the feet to go down. Shoulders are open very, very wide. Chest is open to fill yourself with fresh prana. And then come back, right hand on top to come back to the right side. Landing back on our chest. Counterbalance. Scissor. So take your right hand, lead deep in front of your face to go towards the left, like a scissor. Make a scissor of your arms with your chin landing in the cross section of both the arms. So right finger is leading towards the left side, left finger is in the right side. Cross shoulders crossed over, elbows crossed over. Squeeze the shoulders and walk both the fingers flat, make it more open scissor. Squeeze your palms. Enjoy the stretch of the shoulder. Release, take the other way down. So this right now, my right hand is underneath my left. So I'm going to take out my right hand out and put it on the top. So now my right hand is on the top of left. Counterbalance of the squeeze. Squeeze your palm. Release your shoulders, come back, then turn yourself, landing on your back. Turn yourself completely. Knees, do a little bit of windscreen, release anything on the lower back, align yourself completely. Windscreen. Do a little bit of core activity, supporting our lower back. Either we did it yesterday, we'll do it again today. Palms are next to your hips, feet are flat, they stretch to the front, to the back of the room. If you want to support your lower back, push your palms underneath the hips, palm facing the ground, and actually, your back of the palm is supporting the hips. Stretch yourself. We will take our feet 90 degrees, then gradually drop it down to 60, to 38, to 10. Every position we count 10, and then holding the whole body from your core, squeeze every part, every stage of air out. Breathe in, breathe out. In, breathe out. Breathe in, take your feet up 90 degrees. Breathe in, take your feet to 90 degrees. Support your lower back from your palms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Drop it to 60 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 30 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and drop the feet down, wriggle, wriggle, wriggle. See how it feels on your core. Must be very, very hard. Squeezing everything and pulling every muscle to support. In the reverse direction, again hand, support your spine. Put both the palms underneath your hips. Stretch your, open your shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in 10 degrees. Breathe in, lift your feet. 10 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 30 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 60 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 90 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bend your knees. Take both the knees to your chest. Rock side to side. Release anything. Massage your lower back. Rocking side to side. Hand by the side. Spinal twist. Take both the knees to the right side. As high as possible. Close to your arms. Take your gaze to the left. Release anything. Sink your both the knees. Make it very heavy, helping you to twist a bit more. Every twist is to take out any stale air stuck into any part of our body, so that it can be replaced with fresh. The final twisting position is to just help getting the realignment back. Again, back to the chest. Drop both the knees to the other side. Take your gaze to the opposite side of the knees. Release any lock. Make your knees very heavy. Hips completely. Enjoy this stretch. Turn your shoulders completely on the mat. Even though your shoulder may be lifted, you need to consciously push it. Back your focus. Enjoy this relaxation. Help you to release any or reduce any pain or any stretch that you may have. Back chest to chest, rock and roll 10 times, massaging our lower back and spine, hand underneath your thighs. When you do rock and roll, consciously control so that you don't drop your toes or your head to the ground. So your core is driving and acting as a brake. 1, 2, 3, 4. Massage your back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Sit on Sukhasana. Release your ujjayi breathing if you haven't released yet. Feel very, very energized, very settled, very subtle and gentle stretches today. Protecting our lower back, your spine, filling yourself with positive energy. And on the Chin Mudra, normalize your breath completely. Feel how you feel now. Experience the changes that has happened. The sweat, the energy that you have created. From a lazy wake up to very energizing flow. With the focus on your of your nose. Just take Anulom-Vilom. Balance the breathing evenly on both nostrils. Palms in front of your face. Close your left nostril. Breathe in from the right. Count to 6. Hold for 4. Count for 8. 6. 8, 6, 4, 8, 6, 4, 8, 6, 4, 8, 6, 4, 8, 6, 4, 8, 6, 8. Release. Take a few Bhastrika to normalize your breath. Breathe in from your nose, breathe out from your nose. Breathe in, breathe out. 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 Last one, breathe in, breathe out. Hand on the chest, chin down. Om aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate iti matva vajante mam bodha bhava samarpita tapti kanchana dwarangi rahe vrindavaneshwari vishwabhanu sute devi pranamami hari priye chaitanya chandraya namo namaste. Then thank you for joining the practice. We thank to our gurus, to our parents, and to everyone who have positively influenced our lives. We thank you to founding father of yoga. With the positive thoughts in our mind, we send our love, compassion, kindness, and gratitude to the one whom we have dedicated our practice to today. With this positive thought, I wish you a lovely Thursday. Hari Om Tat Sat, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. These positive thoughts in the mind, just lie down on Shavasana, recovery. Feet back at distance apart. Knees become light and heavy. Dump and release any lock and make your hips very heavy to bend on the mat. Remove any arch on the lower back. Shoulders wide open. Turn towards the right, turn towards left. Consciously push all the spine one by one to the mat. Close your eyes and take your well-deserved Shavasana.